What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and it is story time. So, as most of you know, I had some serious issues in the spring recording this. I don't know what happened. Something was wrong with my PCSX2 and corrupted, and everything broke, and it was not fun. And so I had to take like 2 or 3 months off of filming these. And so there was a big gap between the filming of the first 26 events of the Hot Pursuit tree and then the last couple in the start of the championship tree. Well, something similar happened. PCSX2 decided it wanted to kill me, and it ate everything, ate all my files. Well, I could still access the old files, but they were corrupted and the lighting didn't work on the game. I don't know exactly what happened, and some of my more tech-inclined friends also couldn't figure out what happened, so that was pretty worrying. Anyway, so it's been over 3 months since I've recorded this, and if you'll notice, if you're looking closely, I have not completed all the race. This is a brand new save file that I had to start. And if you ever question my dedication to the channel, I got this working yesterday, late last night, and have played for 4 of the last 12 hours to try to get to this point so that I can record these while it's working. So I blitzed through just enough to unlock 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and the rest. And we're going to unlock some of these further trees down here as we go, of course. But so we're going to do this. I'm going to get through this. It's Thanksgiving, so all my American friends, for time reference, you'll probably see this in February. But it's Thanksgiving, and I'm going to use this long weekend to try to finish this. I'm going to record all these if I can, just to try to get these done so I don't have to worry about whatever PCSX is on that's breaking everything. Anyways, in that case, obviously we will be able to finish this championship tree, which is great. Get the bonus event, event number 31 at the end of it. Maybe we won't because we didn't win all the championships. But anyways, regardless, we're not going to be able to do event 32, unfortunately, because I'm not going to go back through and play the whole Hot Pursuit tree. That would just take forever and be kind of a waste of time, honestly, in my opinion. So that would really suck. But we're going to finish this tree. We're going to win the McLaren F1 LM with event 30 at the very least. Not sure if we'll get to event 31 just because I don't know how that works. Do you have to win everything to get that or just win the 30th event? But regardless, we'll get through this. We're going to jump right into event 16 and 17 today. This is going to be a little bit of a long tournament. There's like 6 or 7 races in this multi-track knockout. But this Ferrari 360 sprint shouldn't be too terrible. We'll jump right into it. See if I remember how to play. Of course, with this being a new save file, if some of the sound or the graphics or camera views or stuff are a little bit off, I think I have it mostly the same as it was. Most of the same keys still work, everything like that. I'm not entirely sure. If it's a little bit different, I ask for your forgiveness as I'm navigating through this, trying to figure out what's what and what works and what didn't work and all these type of things. So regardless, this is playable finally again, so I'm going to get at it and start recording it. We'll hop right in, except this is just a big sprint race. It is a point-to-point race. We got to win against 7 other opponents in the Ferrari 360 Spider. Pick the yellow one just because. Yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. No idea what to expect other than calamity. It should work. Again, I've played it for several hours now, just getting to this point to be able to record this. Everything worked as tested. I didn't have to, backlog data change anything like that in the game files, which I would struggle with regardless. We're, I think, 4 wide right there. Okay. Anyways, we are back. So it's been 3 months since I've recorded the previous episode, which I think was events 14 and 15. But we are back, ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we can pick up where we left off and be able to finish off this playthrough here in the next couple of episodes. Probably take another 10 or so. I don't know how long some of those last episodes are going to be. They're probably going to be multiple race tournaments and stuff, so they might be whole episodes, just one event. We'll see. Not worry about that right now. What we got to focus on here right now is passing these 2 360s in front of us and winning this event number 16 as we're going to dive up the inside of the silver car. Red car's going to have a little bit of a lift there, take the inside line shortcut type of thing. It's not really all that short. I guess we took the lead there. Yep. I was wondering what that little thing was. Alright, so we are through to the lead. Looks like a very competitive field here. Big slide. That was not slick. Alright. Shortcut is actually faster there. I just got offline and missed it. We're all over the place here. Mess. Looks like only one guy ended up in the shortcut. No, maybe 2. Alright. So we're probably going to come out of this in 3rd. It's saying 2nd right now, but I think they're both going to go past us by the time we exit this. It's just great to be back. Since the since I recorded this last 3 months, excuse me. For some reason, I don't know why, but Dirt to Daytona worked, and this did not work. So I finished recording Dirt to Daytona. We'll talk about how that series ended up at a later time. You'll see that series still on the channel to its conclusion, but it didn't end the way I anticipated it would end. But we did finish recording that, so those are all done. So you'll continue to see that on the channel moving forwards. But this I do have to finish this up. So it was bugging me that this wasn't working. I still have in mind what I'm going to play next after I conclude this series. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure it out in the coming weeks if we're able to finish this up in the next several days. But yeah, it's been good. We've gotten back in a nice rhythm. Life is still mostly the same. A couple things in my life has changed. We won't talk too deeply about those. This is about race cars and racing games. I keep going back and forth on whether I decide I wanted to buy a Corvette or not, a C5 Corvette. And I've talked about this before on the channel for sure, during these videos I think, that it's one of those cars where it and the XKR, I could stretch to afford an XKR and or a C5 Corvette, maybe both, but I'm not sure I want to meet my heroes from this game that got me into cars, because if they suck, I'm going to be crushed. And honestly, like, I was so fearful in buying my Camaro that car was going to be not just a huge letdown, but not what I built it up to be in my head for the 7 years between when I decided I wanted one and when I bought one. I guess it was more like 5.5 years. All that time, in my head was like, oh, this 6th gen Camaro, this is the car. It was the C5 Corvette when I was younger. This is the car for my adult age, is the 6th gen Camaro, which they've obviously now canceled, unfortunately. But in my mind, the C5 Corvette and the XKR, or XK, certainly X100 XK, are both super special. And I'm like, do I want to, even if they're great, can they possibly live up to my expectations in the real world, in real life? Obviously, I'm not going Need for Speed style backroads racing, tear through the countryside with my cars in real life, but can those two cars possibly live up to the imagination I've built for them and the fantasy that I've put behind their names? I don't think they can, but at the same time, there's such cheap options for performance cars and cars that I've dreamed of for decades now. I kind of half want to find out. Even if they suck, I'd say, oh yeah, okay, they're not what I thought they were, but I'm glad I got to see them and find out. Like, I can't think of any better way to justify that than owning them in real life. Coming up to the end of this event here, this is going to be a nice quick 5-minute race, and we're going to take a victory. Let's really flub up this last straightaway, which would be awful. So that's that race done, just under 5 minutes.
You've won the race!
Take care of that. That's one event done.
Well done.
Yes, we did.
You have just won the Ferrari 360 Sprint.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sold on whether or not I want to have a C5 Corvette and or a Jag XK at some point. Like, in my mind, as cool as that would be, we gotta go Fezza again, right? Let's take a black one. I'm like, do I really want to potentially subject myself to so much disappointment at the expense of what I've built up for these cars in my mind? And I don't know for sure that I do. I don't know for sure that that's what I want to do. So if you remember back in episode 12, this is like the reverse of that. 2 laps around Desert Heat that we had to do in the Vanquish and the Mustang. I think we chose the Vanquish. I don't remember exactly. I probably chose the Vanquish. Anyways, this is that except bigger. These cars are a little bit faster, so hopefully the laps are a little bit quicker. But now there's going to be 6 races instead of 3 or 4, whatever it was. So still going to take a little while. Obviously, this is reverse. I'm not a huge fan of this map. It's just a little bit bland. I don't know why. This and that one Mediterranean map, I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but they just scream a little bit bland for me. But hopefully we have a nice race here. Let's go over the jump in this direction. It's always insane. 160 miles an hour. Yeah, we're going to fly right off the map. Okay, so that was interesting. We made it. Again, we'll go over here and jump in the shortcut at that point. I guess that works. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I don't know where I'm going. Obviously. Follow this around. I am quite duck in there. We're going to have to aim that a little bit better if we're going to take that route next time. Not that it really matters. In this direction, at least. sketchy because they're blind entries to these shortcuts in this direction. In this direction, they're all like you can't see where you're going. In the other direction, at least, they're very straightforward where you end up and where you come out and that type of thing. So, gotta be careful of that. Can't be smashing into walls and stuff. Absolutely. All right. Looks like a couple Ferraris at the front are away, broken a headlight. Not sure what the heck this thing behind us here is. It's like a tan colored car. Might be a BMW, not sure. I don't remember ever seeing that tan color on any of these cars, but it doesn't mean anything. Regardless, we're coming up here, we're through the shortcut, which means we're coming up to the end of this first lap. We should run with the center rock things that stand out for no reason. Very sketchy coming this high speed this direction. Alright, well, we're going to barely hold off the yellow car to lead lap 1. 1 lap to go in this first race of, what, 6? So, actually, it was a similar lap time at 2.5 minutes. We'd have some accidents and some calamity that took place. I think I was around right about 2:10 dead in the Aston. Obviously, I'm referencing the one I just did in the past couple hours of that event, not the one that you saw like 2 or 3 episodes ago, because I don't remember what happened 3 months ago. I hardly remember what happened like 2 days ago. Apparently there's a shortcut up there that I just saw. I'm not sure. I know where that pops out, but I don't want to take it. It's an interesting shortcut, though. We'll stick with this and see if we can not die here. Carry so much speed up there, it's just terrifying. That works, I guess. We'll just stay on the road here. I don't think there's too much time loss. We have a 10-second lead apparently, so we got caught up there, the other Ferrari. They will catch up here before the end of the race. The rubber banding is pretty strong. The fury of aim at the stop sign and call it good. The Spiders are up to second or third. It was a very sloppy corner for me. We just carried a lot of speed. They will catch up to probably about 4 seconds here. Rubber banding is still insane in this game. Not only is it a little bit unrealistic, but it's kind of cheaty. All right, let's make sure we slow down adequately, get this corner right. There we go. At least semi-right. Yep, see, down to 1 second, just like that. So. Breaking the sound barrier damn near to get caught up. Again, whatever, as long as we're still leading, it's fine. Aim for a nice shortcut here. Apparently we're getting air off there in this direction. Alright, come through here. I'm going to bail out and go this way, so it's better than hitting the wall. Lost all our momentum there. This is the longer way around this edge, but it's better than hitting the thing and dying. So, go for a tumbleweed there, lose all our momentum again. Cost us a little bit of time.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition. You've unlocked the Need for Speed edition of the Aston Martin Vanquish.
All right, well, got the NFS Vanquish. Like I said, we're not going to be able to do all the bonus events. We're also not going to be able to unlock all the cars because I lost all the points from the previous Need for Speed thing, which sucks. But, you know, we'll take what we can get. You splice these together, and we at least complete both the trees by the end of it, so that's going to be better. Oh, they're at different tracks. That's interesting. I was expecting them to all be at Desert Heat again. Regardless, 2 laps here. I'm not a huge fan of this map. This is the other one I was talking about that I don't really like. I guess it's a little bit better in this direction, but I am not a fan of this map. We saw in a scene where they put spike strips in this map going the other direction in the hop pursuit tree. How many times I failed is like my arch nemesis track in this case, so. Not drive straight apparently. Okay. That's slick. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this track. It's pretty bland as well. These 2 are like my 2 least favorite tracks, so hopefully we go some more interesting ones. Later on through this, the Ferraris are definitely shitting on everybody here. We're definitely the class of the field S3. Moving yellow and black car. Still struggling to drive the damn thing straight though. So yeah, again, this is about a 3-minute lap-ish. So yeah, it's going to be a 6-minute event for this one. Which again kind of sucks, a little bit too long. again for a corn track. It kind of sucks. I enjoy some of the Hawaii map type of tracks, the volcano one with the beach scenery, and I also enjoy the default one, the coastal park ones, woodland forest, Northwest United States type of map that you start out with. Some of those circuits are pretty good, even though they're a little bit shorter for these longer events like this, the end of the tree. Also enjoy the point-to-points on both those maps, I should say. The maps are, in my mind, like the scenery, and then the tracks are the actual circuit. A couple of variations they have. So, regardless, that one track at the Hawaii landscape, whatever, that like final track is so long, like it's unbelievably long. That's okay, because at least that track's enjoyable and technical and whatever. This track I just find pretty good. Alright, let's jump through here. If we take out the cone lap 1, we take out the cone, it's actually going to be good, so we don't have to take it out lap 2. Missed it though. That really matters. Sloppy couple corners there. The blue fezzes up behind us. Definitely a lift over the jump apparently though. I know it's a game, I know it's a 20-plus-year-old game, and it's pretty funny, but I do find it funny how they're like racing convertibles, like without any expectation that, these things could flip over and we could all be decapitated. Again, it's a game. The people that were buying these cars didn't give a shit anyways, because they were multi-millionaires regardless. So just a little bit funny. We'll be just under 3 minutes here, probably about 2:45 for this first lap. Also steering a little bit there. Yep, right at 2:46 flat. 1 lap done, 1 lap to go. Glad to get rid of this track again, hopefully. We got, 4 more after this, so hopefully a couple of those are interesting tracks. Some nice variety. Cool with me. I'm not taking the wood part in this direction anymore because you still got to pop out and slow down. Coming the other direction is a little bit scary, but you get so blocked down. Coming the other way, sometimes it's not worth it. This way is not too bad. Nice late turn in here. Go carry the speed. Walks this tight corner. Definitely the other Ferrari's still in touch. Not right on top of us, but within touch. Mustang, good showing in 4th place so far. Didn't look who got eliminated that first race. I assume it was one of the Mustangs. Definitely the right car choice. This car appears to be relatively superior to the competition. And I love it, and it makes a good sound. It makes a good sound in real life as well. Probably better than this sound, honestly. But I would never want to own this car as much as I love this car. This car would be a nightmare to own in this day. I mean, so would the XK, but at least you can justify the XK as like 10 grand these days. This is still a $100,000 car with, $300,000 car maintenance versus the Jag XK is, a $10,000 car with $50,000 car maintenance, which is a lot. They're rust buckets and they're kind of pieces of junk, which I've talked about. But at the very least, they are cheap to buy straight up. So. Yeah, it's a beautiful car. It makes a great sound. It's not that fast, but definitely a cool car. And I've seen some beautiful ones in person, especially some gated manual cars at Road America, which is beautiful, gorgeous cars. Alright, a couple corners to go here. Some kind of lap time we can put down if we can be sub 240. Should easily be sub 240. As I really flub this final corner. Maybe about 235.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
What did I say? 6 total, so 4 to go. The other Mustang went out. I don't understand how this works, but whatever. Maybe it was a Z8 if one of the Mustangs went out. Doesn't matter. He'll tell us right here. Yep, it was a Z8 that went out the first time. This is Coastal Park, that's 2, so gonna be a nice short lap. Good, nice quick race here for this third event of 6. 3 to go. I was wondering this earlier if the draft actually makes a difference in this game. I'm thinking not. I don't know why it would. These laps will be, a minute 40 or something, so plenty fast enough laps in this car around here to a nice quick race. Not going to be flat like it is in like the Lotus Elise or the TS50 or something like that. We have to do some braking as we're up to 175 there before this corner. Definitely brakes to get the nose turned in. But yeah, give me your thoughts down below. Give me your comments whether I should look into buying an XK and or a C5 Corvette Coupe, just as something to have to experience. Not intending to put a bunch of money into modding it or anything crazy like that. Just to have them and say I had them and that my kind of childhood dream cars came full circle and I got to experience them, even if they're garbage. Give me your thoughts. Oh, let's not hit that. I don't plan on getting rid of the Camaro anytime soon. The only time I would get rid of my Camaro is if I was in a financial position to afford an SS1LE, which I've mentioned before as well. There are some beautiful ones I've seen for sale, at least recently. There's a beautiful metallic orange one that I was really tempted to sell everything I've ever owned, including this PC, to try to buy, which would be a massive mistake. That'd be like the dumbest situation ever. But I considered it briefly, so. Alright, here we go, end of lap 1 in this race. Nice quick lap, going to be, like I said, about 140 on the flyer, which is good. First lap going to be sub 150. Apparently that was a clean lap as well. One Ferrari right behind us, the other one's still hanging in third. Somehow that car has more straightaway speed than I do, makes no sense. Not quite understand that one. A little bit of contact there. Still good. Still alive. Pulled 7 seconds in everybody else, so it's going to be between the two of us unless we wreck. What else can we talk about that's car related and this game related? I've taken the steps to track my Camaro. That's good. We'll be going to Road America if all goes to plan this coming year. Unfortunately, their first track date I'm going to be in Phoenix for Ryan's graduation, which kind of sucks, but at the same time it's like, okay, Justin, priorities. So we'll have to wait until the summer or the fall at the very least to get the car on track and see how it holds up and do our first learning, which is going to be great. We'll see if I'm able to get some kind of video recorded, kind of detailing that day, first experiences and that type of stuff. I don't know how much interaction there's going to be, how much it's going to be me just like learning as much as I can, being a sponge. So we'll see about that, but that's exciting. In the news, we've gotten, I've gotten a lot of the details for that ironed out, so that's going to be great. Come through here, we'll win the third event, going to be right at 140 again. 140.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
All right. Race 3 done, halfway through this tournament, 3 to go. Been pretty good so far, been pretty fun, enjoying the car. Yes, Outback. Alright, well, this track's interesting. Fun track, we don't get to race the whole lot, at least this way again, we get to go through the hangar, which is cool. 3 Ferraris against 1 BMW remaining. Should have missed that concrete thing. For the airplane jump. The most unrealistic airfield ever. Alright, made that. Big air down into the water. A lot of shortcuts on this map, actually. Coming up here as well through the highway tunnel bit. That actually cuts a ton of time off. Get it right. Just barely cleared the roof. That will actually stop me from that, so we don't want to do that. Spit us out here with a big lead. We already have a 12-second lead just because of those shortcuts. So should be pretty straightforward. I do enjoy this track. Good track. A couple of tricky sections in the latter half here, but good track. Cut another chunk of time off here with this shortcut cutting off that corner. No reason that. Don't need to take this shortcut on the left because it's not really any shorter. It's just an alternate route. But since we have no cops and no traffic, don't need to worry about it today. Still about an 11-second lead. Again, they will rubber band up here and catch up to us, and a couple might take the shortcuts on the second lap. Stay within touching distance, but we shouldn't be in any danger of being eliminated or anything here. The end of this shortcut section that we just took a couple races ago, we will spin back out and have to take the hairpin part where I hit the wall in the first race. Head down towards the like clover leafy type of corner. And then we'll be back at the start-finish line, so probably about 2.5 or so minutes. Maybe a little bit more. We'll see how fast we can get through this corner. We should be there in about 20 seconds or so. Certainly on our flyer will be about 2:30. Smoothly. Going to be a little bit over 2:30. I think we can probably run about 2:30 on our fast lap though. If we nail everything, should be able to pick up 5 seconds, I would hope, if we can do everything right. We'll see though. Fly through there that time, not hit anything. The tumbleweed cost us a little bit of momentum. Nothing crazy. The problem is all the shortcuts on this direction are on the first half of the lap. So you don't really gain that much time over the course of the lap when they all use their catch-up and stuff towards the end to get back on par with you. So we'll try to open up the lead what we can here. Looks like the BMW actually took the first shortcut the first lap, or the second lap there, and is right behind us now. The other two Ferraris are still behind. Look at how much speed they got to race. See, big thing does didn't. Still good, still rocking. He's still taking the twisty bit. Off a good amount of time here. So that took a shortcut. That's the big shortcut. That's the one that cuts a bunch of time. So good to get out ahead again. They'll catch up, most of them. We shouldn't be in any danger of missing the cutoff or anything here, but rubber banding is insane. You see how much they run us down through there. So BMW putting up a strong performance. Could we see in the fourth race of 6 the first elimination of a Ferrari 360 Spider? That would be not a shock. I mean, I know that they try to balance out the cars in the game for the AIs, but at the same time, the Ferraris, myself included, have just been so fast through these first 3.5 races now at this point. I'm a little bit surprised that one of them is going to be knocked out, not in the final 3. So it'll be cool. Again, on paper, in theory, the BMW would be an easier target to have to race in these last couple of races to beat for an elimination spot. But again, we'll see if it can hold on. One of the Ferraris has already gotten through the blue car. Catching big time there with the grip hacks. Still about 3-second lead though, only really one corner to go. Should be under 2:30 here. We got a good pace going. Come through to the line, should be easily under 2:30. We will do it. We will win race number 4. I say easily, it's going to be
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
But we made it. So 2 more races to go. Let's see what tracks we got here. I didn't even look at who got eliminated. We'll look at the starting screen for the next race. It was a Spider, Dom. So back to Calypso Coast, 2 Ferraris and a BMW left to go. Pretty fun track here, a little bit tricky in the last section. Not too terribly long either. So hopefully this will be good. Relatively short lap. BMW gets a great start. It's just going to be us in the fence for no reason the next one. Battle of the dark colored cars. Light blue-ish, I guess, colored BMW was the 8. Dark blue Spider, black Spider. If I had one of these in black, I would definitely call it Black Widow. Obvious reasons being obvious. Alright, we can't see anything there with the dust over that hill. Nice and tight through there. A little bit of push from the BMW. Stay up here and try to carry the momentum again. Don't really like it in this direction, so the wood that is. Keep the momentum up. Again, probably roughly 2.5-minute lap here or so. Getting up towards the end of it now. Last section here. Some of the ancient ruins and stuff. BMW putting up a great fight. You see him right there side by side with us, actually bigger air than we had. Although we just like flipped and rolled over and stopped, so that was very interesting landing. Stay over here, keep the momentum up again. It's probably faster if you get it right on the inside. Not worth dying. Wall contact, about 30 seconds to get back for our sub 2.5, which we should be able to do. Shouldn't be a problem. 2 more corners, one of them's flat. So. Up over the hill, nice jump. Just a little bit deep in that corner. It's a jump that's very close to the corner turn in, so a little bit tricky. This is a flat corner. We've had problems with cops here before as well. No problems today. 2:25 for the first lap. 1 lap to go here in race number 5. Cooking along pretty nicely. Hear the church bells. One of them takes a shortcut there. I'm not sure which. Looks like it might be the Ferrari. I can't tell. Doesn't matter. They'll end up on top of each other basically. We do have the lead here, a little bit of sight lines. And with those sight lines, I turn right into the wall. That's always lovely. Still in touch behind, 1.1 seconds back to the Ferrari. Again, Joe. A little bit sloppy there. Right on top of each other, each of them, so one will probably take the shortcut. Indeed. Looks like it was the Ferrari that took it. See if it pays off here when they come out. For the time being. Again, more wall contact, just a little bit sloppy with my turn-ins. Still have a decent margin, just about halfway through this last lap. It's about a minute to go, a bit less. 2 more really sections of corners there around the ruins. Ferrari has a great run of momentum coming up here. A little bit offline for me. Managed to contain it. Get back going. Try a little bit tighter line here. BMW is falling back just a little bit. Let's see if it can make a late charge through these last couple corners. A little bit wide, not too wide. Try to straighten this up, carry the speed, not carry too much speed. I want to go flying through this last corner. I get turned in basically immediately. That was much nicer. We hit the wall, but we carried good speed. Ferrari right behind us. Come on, make a final charge. Doesn't look like it. We're going to take another victory, number 5 of the tournament.
You've qualified for the next
Ferrari
round of
us, so it's going to
knockout
be a straight up
competition.
1v1 fight for the Ferrari 360s to take this crown. Please give me a nice short track, something boring. I know it's going to be on the island circuit, and it just has to be, because why else wouldn't it be? No, it's not. No, it is. Okay, it is island outskirts. I was like, what is that? I thought it was the map we were just on, or the scenery we were just on. But it is island outskirts. So 2 laps, good track. Enjoy it. Just a little bit of a longer lap. No traffic or anything, so straight up 1v1 shootout with Ashley in the blue Ferrari. Should be exciting. We should have the upper hand here. I like the last section of this track. A lot of flat out sections here, and especially with no traffic, we should be able to carry some unbelievable speed. Only 2 laps is nice, relatively short. allow us to win this race and end this video on a high note. If we win this, we'll be 7 for 7 in this video in Ferrari races, which is good. Good mark. Enzo would be proud. It'll be a kind of quiet race, not too much to focus on. Again, no traffic, no police in this championship tree. Only one other opponent car, the identical race car to you. Could be kind of boring, but we'll still try to get through it. Again, only 2 short laps here, so keep the pedal down and try to earn a victory here. We'll be done with 17 events, and we'll have 13 to go. So I guess 14 if we get the bonus event. Not sure if we will, like I mentioned. Big corner there. Timed up, turn in just about perfectly. Let's get into the shortcut. Behind is not. Don't think it's a big deal. Might save us a little bit of time, cost us a little bit of exit time. The exit from this direction is a little bit strange. It puts you right out into a decreasing radius exit into a left-hander, so that's a little bit tricky. Managed it pretty well that time, about as perfect as you can. There's 2 minutes. We should be back at the finish line within the next minute for sure. Down the shortcut here. Just a little bit of time. I does not take the shortcut. That'll help us a little bit on his first lap. A little bit of a mistake there. Looks like lost some time. Ashley did. Maybe about 240 or so here. Come across this line. Start the final lap of this tournament. About max out this car's top speed here. It's 180. I don't know what the top speed's listed at, 181. Don't know what the top speed's listed at, but we carried all the momentum through that section. We absolutely flew through there. See if we can get down to sub 235 for a nice lap on the final lap. Nice section there, nice and smooth, good turn-ins, good inputs. Just the right amount of slide. Ashley's still hanging within 2 seconds behind us. Still close, but we're getting down to it, just about 1 second. Still more than in touch. We just gotta hit our marks. We should be okay. We saw we had a good end of that last previous lap, so. Sometime here, lose a little bit on the exit again for the kind of finishing sector. Just about a minute left. All right, so just about 1.5 seconds. Can't make any mistakes. We don't have the room for the errors like we had in previous races. It's just a 1v1 tight battle. Identical cars. Obviously, they're going to get a little bit of rubber band help from the AI. That was a mistake. Managed to save it, control it. Lost all our momentum though. Car behind joins us in the shortcut. Should help us to be able to prevent a big pass coming here that we aren't ready for. A little bit of a slide by me. Car behind is within touch, has a run, but isn't going to be close enough to get it before the start-finish line. Going to be sub 235. We will come through. We will go 7 for 7 today in the Ferrari, and by just about 6 tenths, we will win the knockout in the Ferrari 360 Spider. What a wonderful
You've
race!
unlocked
Wonderful
the Need
tournament.
for Speed edition of the Ford Mustang Cobra
Speed Cobra
R.
R. We unlock a bunch more championship
You've
events,
beaten
which
the
is great.
lap record for this track.
We'll We'll take a look at the tree and see what we have coming up in the next episode. It's all good. Nothing to complain about. What is it? 18 and 19 here. 7 opponents. There are 6 races. Okay, so that's going to take a while. 19. 3-lap rate. Okay, so we'll probably do these two. So we'll probably do 18 and 19 next time out. So that's going to be it for today. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, iRacing, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, anything else I may post. Thanks for all the love and support for all my content, all my videos recently. It's been truly wonderful. So that's going to be it. I'm glad to be back recording. Hopefully I'll be able to pump some more of these out in the next 3 or 4 days and get this puppy just about wrapped up, and you'll be able to see it in the coming weeks and months. So thanks as always for all the support. Till next time. Bye.